It's better. There we go.
Okay, so I'm here with my contemporary, my comrade in arms, Tara.
Why'd you call me your comrade?
Your comrade?
What?
I called you my comrade?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, well, because you are my comrade, aren't you?
What? Don't say that! Don't say
Okay,
that!
sorry. Okay, let's stop being gay. Okay, so I watched the first 2 minutes of this because I wanted to make a judgment call whether or not this was worth a, like, full-on production like last time, or if we should just do a fucking, what would you call it, a squared shoot?
Oh, I'd call it shooting in the ring in the square circle, brother. We're gonna shoot from the hip. Pew!
Okay, so, like, the points he was making was so bad, so, okay. Let's...
I was... Mark?
Alright.
Darkscythe Nicole made a video on me. Commentary chronicles Akumu gets aborted. Now the video starts off great. It has some Star Wars references, a hilarious intro, and then Nicole starts getting into reading some...
Thank you for admitting to my comedic genius. I do appreciate that.
We're big funny.
We are big funny. We should collab sometime, Akumu. I think we'd make a great team, I think.
Yeah.
Specifically against a certain somebody. You want to talk about that right now or later?
Let's bring him up later, because I feel like for our classic fans, our old school fans of a couple months ago, it's big fun.
Right.
Of my comments, the thing that I referenced in my pronoun video as to why Nicole was a little bit upset with me, why the panties were in a twist. It's what follows up that's pretty fucking hilarious.
To think Darkscythe could fall this low.
Okay, so like, I don't know how you could interpret this as my panties being in a twist about this, because we were clearly making fun of how much of an edgy tryhard you are.
Right, like, that's the whole reason I'm doing the fucking Sonic voice, dog. Cause you come off as, like, this massive, like, edgy little DeviantArt boy. You're, like, a Medicare recolor. It's funny as fuck. And from the way your mannerisms, I interpreted it that way, it just reads like a 16-year-old on who discovered Live Leak for the first time, and he has a little boy accident in his boy shorts. He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna be edgy now. Look at this.
Okay,
I'm gonna be so cool."
I'm gonna skip through this because, like, you guys have already seen this. There's no need to...
Yeah. Blah blah blah, we get it.
See? Oh, no.
I deleted these. Are you sure about that? Well, that's funny. Nicole, you fucked yourself when you put your old videos back up. Because I went and checked if I deleted these. So imagine my shock when I was able to find my comments. But when Jokun went to check for me, he couldn't see my comments. And to add to this...
one of his little friends. Jokun's actually pretty chill. I've talked to him before. He's pretty cool. He's not, like, transphobic like Akumu is. He's, like, trying to change him, you know what I mean?
He's not transphobic yet.
No. He was transphobic, because he commented on one of my videos and was like, "Oh, you're a tranny now," blah, blah, blah. But, fucking... he recently, like, he hit me up and he was like, or he joined my server or something, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not transphobic anymore. I'm, like, a democratic socialist. I'm chill." So, I mean, he seems okay.
That's awesome. So he got his buck broken? Like Tariq Nasheed?
Oh my god, not Tariq Nasheed. Oh no.
I love Tariq Nasheed. Wash your ass. Akumu, do you wash your ass? Can you respond to this query? That's this specifically. Akumu, do you wash your ass?
I commented on your A-Logger stream 3 weeks ago, and he couldn't see that either, including my test comment being Kachow, which was commented to check if there was some kind of YouTube problem. This means you just flat out lied in your video, and you have me blocked to hide my comments.
Okay, so to address this, I made sure to check, and yeah, you're right. I did block you. I fucked up on that one, and you know what? I'm sorry. I should not have assumed that you deleted your comments. However, I've had a lot of people do that to me before. And it happened to me like literally just recently too. So it was kind of like fresh on my mind. So, but I shouldn't have jumped on that assumption. You're right. I shouldn't have done that.
But hold on, folks. It gets better. Nicole is accusing me of deleting comments, but deleted one of his comments in response.
Okay, so you still call me he, even though I don't have the quote-unquote male voice, so... Ooh, thanks for proving my entire bit about the transphobia. Thanks for proving me right. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
God, what a Sigma male. Intentionally falls into your trap to prove he's retarded.
Like, that was the whole thing. That was why I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this video in my femoid voice, because, you know, you apparently don't misgender Neko Koda on purpose, you just do it because you hear her male voice. But, it seems like that was complete bullshit, so yeah, thank you for proving my point. You fell right into my trap, you fucked yourself, thank you.
You got worked, kid, you fucking mark.
To me 7 days ago, a specific comment where he accused me of copying him with Spurg Chronicles, and I corrected him and said it was actually a reference to Medicre's Hugbox Chronicles.
So,
this is the part where I was like, okay, this is not worth like a big ass production, because oh my god, your argument is that, well, Nicole, I didn't rip you off, I actually ripped off Medicre.
oh my god, that's such a bad look. Like, you've been fucking parading yourself as this new Darkscythe or whatever. I know he hasn't said that explicitly, but that's what
I mean, that's what he's trying to do, clearly.
Yeah, and the fact that, like, you, again, have nothing interesting or new to say. You're rehashing old titles, not from just Nicole, but from fucking Medicre, from drama that's like, what, 7 years old? I don't know.
6, but who's counting?
Right.
Yeah, you really are a mark, dude. Like...
Oh, you're such a little mark! You're a mark! Ah. Go ahead, make your point.
God, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Self-own yourself more.
Well, aren't you just a hypocrite?
But he's... Wait, but... What comment did I delete?
No, he'll elaborate on it further. I trust. He's been
oh,
a
I'm
good
sure.
boy, so.
I'm sure. Yeah, he always provides evidence of his claims.
Yeah, he's. Where are the receipts, kid?
Okay, so okay, so on his screen the comment is gone. Okay, well let's check my screen then, shall we? Oh wait, no, I think it was the second one. Yeah.
Jamie, pull that shit up. Jamie,
pull that
shit up while I make monkey noises. Ooh, ooh, ooh. fucking love the Joe Rogan.
Yeah, my comment's still here, Akumu. So I was wrong to make an assumption about you deleting comments. Now you fucking step up to the plate and admit that you were also wrong about me deleting comments, okay? Okay, sweetie?
Pot calling the kettle black.
God. Like, how do you do that? How do you call me out for making a mistake? It was a mistake, but then immediately make the exact same mistake that I did? How do you do that?
That's like some shit out of like some Brit-bong comedy show.
Really? Like, holy shit.
With Spurg Chronicles, and I corrected him and said it was actually a reference to Medicre's Hugbox Chronicles. Well, aren't you just a hypocrite?
No, you're the hypocrite. I admitted I was wrong. You immediately did the same shit I did.
Fucking slipped on a banana peel and on his bumhole.
Jesus, I was actually, like, I don't know why, but I actually had a legitimate concern that he was gonna bring up some good points and it was gonna stump me, but, oh my god, this is terrible.
I bet you're glad we didn't decide to put effort into this at all.
Fuck no, oh my god.
Why? God. Dog, this dude is just like riding coattails and milking this for as long as he can. It's gonna be awesome. I hope he responds to this in the same manner. I don't want to see you put any effort into this because you need to realize you're not worth all that.
Right. Well, he clearly didn't put much effort into his either because, like, I spent a couple days thinking about the points I wanted to make. I spent like 2 days scripting with you and editing the video. He responds in less than 12 hours.
I'm gonna call Nicole and I'm gonna fucking trigger her. It's going to be funny.
Yeah, just proving my point. But he seems to have a bit of an obsession with Darkscythe, who I allegedly murdered in cold blood in 2019. It's to the point where it's a bit reminiscent of Kylo Ren's obsession with his Oh, here we go. Apparently this backfires on me, so let's see how. Father Darth Vader copying not just his aesthetics, but also his goals and ambitions. He is obsessed to the point where if you can find a video, even so much as tangentially related to me, you're more than likely going to find him in that comment section. Exhibit A troll video I made. Okay, everyone. Okay, where's his? Oh my god, where's the response? Okay.
Videos are making fun of them or criticizing them for not.
What is Akumu?
None of my videos are making fun of them or criticizing them for not making interesting videos. I never said I make more interesting content than they do. That's a.
I never said you did. I know. Find the part where I said that, because I didn't say that. All I said was, I think the slideshow commentary videos are boring, but I also think Akumu's videos are boring and unoriginal, so I don't like either of them. I was taking the enlightened centrist take. It had nothing to do with anything you've said.
Bad take.
Yeah, like he's really good at this. He's really good at this. Like, he'll just make up something I said in his head, and then he'll argue against it. Like, he does this to me all the time.
Arguing against the Twitter user .mp3.
Literally.
Subjective fucking opinion. There's no possible way to prove that. However, what I can and have proven is that this community has a bit of a problem with any time any criticism goes to them or their king, several of them will dogpile on the individual and deny the person being right, and oftentimes they end up being right.
Okay, I never argued against that. I never said you were wrong about that. Did I? When did give me the timestamp of when I said that was a bad criticism of the slideshow commentary community. Show it to me, because it's not there. Because I don't care. I don't like them.
We haven't talked about them since all those videos, dog.
I almost like this is getting to the point where I don't even know if he's being serious. Like, is he just trolling?
It's all a work.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'm getting worked right now. Like, you gotta be shitting me with these horrible fucking comebacks. Like, what?
As much as you all are acting like it's some kind of insult.
What the point is...
I'll leave...
Copying my... Okay, so I was like, what's the point if you say you're not gonna have the same impact? Wait. When the fuck... He doesn't respond to any of this.
What?
He isn't responding to anything. What the fuck? Look at this.
Like that was actually like a very good point that we made. Fucking, why should people care about you if you're just rehashing the same shit?
Okay. 1, it ignores all of the other blatant appropriations of jokes and aesthetics. 2, the supposed video on Doodle Tones is nowhere to be found on his channel.
Are you sure about that?
Nor does he show it in the video where he... I didn't see a video with Doodle in the title. I looked for it. Claims this.
It was used in my video on the FCK, including Doodle Tone.
Oh! Okay, well Doodle wasn't in the title! How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Also,
What the fuck?
I know we skimmed
hang on,
that,
hang on. Just let me make this point real quick.
Sure.
Okay, so the video is up. Cool. Doodle wasn't in the title. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. 2, you should have showed it in your video since the burden of proof was on you.
Right.
I mean... like, if you would have just showed it in your video and done your, your due diligence, this wouldn't be an issue, but you decided not to, so I don't see how this is my fault.
Right.
Do you expect me to, go through every single one of your videos with a fine-tooth comb to, no, I'm not, no, what the fuck?
Needle in a haystack type shit, dog.
Yeah, if Doodle was in the title, then I would have been like, oh, okay.
On November 26th of 2020.
Comments I showed you at the beginning of my spiel, they were indeed from 2020, and I'm going to prove it. Those comments... Okay...
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to his response.
Cole finished his video in May 2021, but the comments were made 6 months ago prior to him finishing the video, right? That means I made those comments in December 2020, right? Wait a second, what did I say in my video that discussed Nicole? If you're wondering why Nicole's panties are in a twist, I think I know why, and my idea might be right on the money. When I actually learned of Darkscythe and looked at some of the content and learned about him in late 2020 to 2021, after responding to the FCK, I made fun of her a little bit. I poked fun at some of the retarded shit she said in some of those YouTube videos. Now, why? Well, Nicole has a lot of those videos taken down. Now, if you're a little confused, let me enlighten you. The problem with Nicole's argument is that Nicole is directly ignoring the fact that I clearly stated late 2020 and early 2021. And like the retard that he is now, he admitted that these comments came from December 2020. Not only did he just shoot himself in the fucking foot,
No, I didn't.
like several slideshow commentators have been
No, I
recently,
didn't.
but he also admitted that he made a
Who
video
said-
over those comments.
Didn't
So I said, I literally addressed this in the original video. I said, maybe it was earlier in the year. I was right. It was earlier in the year. I said you still didn't show the proof in your video. So how do you expect me to take what you say at face value if you didn't even provide the evidence of your own claim in your video? You were actually wrong and dumb. And it's like, okay, well, I addressed that in the original video that it could have been earlier in the year. Like, oh my god.
Comprehension 101.
I'm starting to think that autism is just going around. If you're around it for too long, you might end up catching it. Fantastic job, Nicole. You just did the exact type of shit the SEC does. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
How? I pointed out... Wait, I want to see if he plays that clip. He used this background before he knew me. Is this pedantic? Wait a minute. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Marked 6 months prior in said video, meaning he had to have known about me in 2020. But okay.
Alright, Nicole.
Holy shit, he actually cut out the part where I said maybe it was earlier in the year. But okay, maybe it was earlier in the year. Fair enough. But he hasn't shown any proof that he used this background before he knew me. Is this pedantic?
Oh, that's great. I love spreading misinformation again, I see. Crush your balls, we must.
When I purposely misspread information online.
You
Oh my god! He actually did that, like, just unabashedly. Just cut that part out clean. Oh my god. That is shameless. Even for you, Akumu, that is shameless. That is shameless.
The SEC does. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
He used this background before he knew me. Is this pedantic?
Yeah, probably. But the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice. See, say your
Let's see some more shit. Oh my god, okay.
Yeah,
okay, so here's the compilation. Okay.
Ah, yes, the clickbait thumbnail that was specifically made to piss them off. With
Oh,
the
really?
gun to the head
Oh,
still
really?
in the Doom 2016 background that Darkscythe used in 2017, which doesn't even happen in the video. That still, over that background, doesn't even appear one time in the video. They appear separately, but they never appeared together. The thumbnail was specifically made to annoy them for irony. Funny enough.
I was just copying Medicare ironically, guys. I was just doing it ironically. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. So let me get this straight. You have this little avatar with the fucking gun, about to shoot yourself. Still very similar to Medicare's avatar. You used this before you supposedly were doing it ironically. And now you're going to copy Medicare more, but ironically to piss people off?
That makes you look like a big old backpedaler, dog. I was only pretending to be ironic. I was only pretending to be stupid. I'm pretending to be the R-word.
Like, oh my god. I'd like to see him... wait, I'm gonna see if he addresses the dunce hat thing.
Nicole made a comment on the video talking about the thumbnail, and I even told him that the thumbnail doesn't even happen in the video once.
First of all, I didn't get a notification for that comment because YouTube's notification system is garbage. 2, I was not referring to the background, dog. I was referring to everything you've done up to that point. This hurts my head.
That it's like, for irony's sake.
No, go ahead, keep going, it's fine.
Okay, so he just completely ignored the dunce hat thing, so I guess I was right? I guess he did copy the dunce hat thing from me, since he just conveniently left that out of the video. Okay, cool, nice.
But Darkscythe, I thought you said I was ripping off your commentary chronicles. Oh, but that's right. I specifically told you that the Spurg Chronicles title was in reference to Medicare's Hugbox Chronicles, so you changed it for your video.
No, I was referring to the Tism Storm part. I wasn't referring to the Chronicles part. You missed the whole point. It just went right over your little pea brain. I was talking about the Tism Storm part. That's what I was talking about. And again, I didn't rip off you, I actually ripped off Medicare is not the argument you think it is. It's not.
Right. I ripped off you, I didn't rip off you, I ripped off Medicare. It's kicking at a dead horse.
From this one, who's the one saying I'm...
Okay, when's he gonna pop in?
Look.
Oh, here we go. Okay, hang on. Keep in mind, I have not pre-watched. I've only seen the first 2 minutes before recording this. Okay, so I'm gonna predict exactly what he's gonna say. He's gonna say, oh, at the part where I made fun of Mr. A's LARPing as a Yu-Gi-Oh character, I mentioned that you also made the joke, but my brother in Christ, you still stole my joke. My point is to come up with some original fucking jokes. I don't care if you follow it up with, oh, well, Darkscythe also made this okay? Make your own jokes. Stop stealing my shit. Okay, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not gonna be his point, but I imagine it is.
Talked about that. In fact, I admitted in the video, Nicole
Here
also
we go.
made fun of him for this.
Yep.
Maybe you missed the fucking point, which was he's saying I'm pretending to be you despite LARPing as a Yu-Gi-Oh character, so surely he must know what pretending's like. Again, don't know how many times I have to fucking say this, but the entire point of my 4 videos so far on this community has been to talk about present events and what they're currently doing.
But your argument is that they're doing the same shit they did in 2016. So, I've already talked about the shit that they were doing back then. You say they're doing the same shit now. So, my point is, well, actually, we'll get to that. I'm sure he'll address that, hopefully. There's a couple things he hasn't addressed, though, so who knows.
Making comparisons to the past. Do the hormone pills still have your mind fucking boggled and all over the place? Are you not yet used to them?
I've been on them for a year. I'm pretty used to them. Like... Again, you are proving my point about your disdain for trans people Hormone pills have
Right.
nothing to do with this. You just shoehorn that in to be a transphobic dick. Which, fine, fair enough, but you're proving my point. Because that had absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Nicole, you're getting mad at that point. That just proves
Also-
that you're a triggered little cuck.
Also, this, kind of proves that he hasn't really done his homework on HRT. What do you mean?
Why would he?
Well, of course not. Why would he? Well, I think the only reason he would is if he wants to go on it himself. But you silly little egg, you. But all HRT will do, like trans femme HRT, will yeah, like
Make
when
you
your
feel
hormones
good.
are changing, you're gonna be a little like emotional during that, right? Like well, like a teenager, right? Which you still are
what a
a
lot of-
teenager because you're 18. So,
Mhm.
they call it second puberty for a reason.
puberty.
But this is the first 3 months of hormones. This is when this is happening, when you're a little like unstable. I've been on hormones for a year. I am stable now, relatively speaking.
Base.
So, oh god, I don't know. It's like if you're gonna make a joke about hormones, like fine, but do your homework first. Shit, I don't
Again,
remember. I was
to
on pills.
reiterate.
Fuck you.
Why would he?
Why do
Right.
I feel like I have to walk you through this? Like I'm walking a senior citizen across the street.
Okay. So he claims he isn't transphobic, and his misgendering of trans people isn't from a place of hate or a conscious effort. But that prompts the question, why call Doodle Tones her dead name?
Back in 2020, before I even knew who Darkscythe was, I was compared to him for calling Doodles Sean and referring to him with male pronouns. That Darkscythe did the same, and that even he apologized for it, like I'm supposed to give a shit.
What exactly is the utility in this?
Because his name is Sean. It's not like people don't know who I'm referring to when I say Sean. People are very aware of who I'm referring to. And either way I've called him Sean or Susie, I don't give a shit enough if someone rebrands or changes their fucking name. This isn't something that just specifically happens with trans people.
But Akumu, okay, let me walk you through this like you're a senior citizen on the street, okay? So, yes, maybe the like idiotic transphobic doodle haters you're attracting might know her dead name, right? But the sideshow commentary people that you're talking about probably don't know her dead name. So, again, what is the utility in calling her a name that she no longer goes by? This, you could just say, oh, it's because that's her name. But it's not, though. Her fucking username is Doodle Tones, and that's what the overwhelming majority of people know her by. So there's absolutely no utility in calling her dead name other than to be a transphobic prick, which is what you were doing. You could try to do like these fucking mental gymnastics like, oh, well, I just did it cause that's her name. No, you did it because you're a transphobe, which is fine. It's okay if you're transphobic. Hashtag it's okay to be a transphobe. But my point was that there's no utility in doing it other than to be a transphobic asshole.
There's no utility. Plus, I feel like if you had just dropped, not you, referring to him, if you had just dropped all that mental gymnastic bullshit and just said, you did it because it would be funny.
Literally, I would respect you so much.
Yeah. I would respect you so much more because you would actually just like, you would actually, instead of roping me around like a common mule, you'd get to the meat of the conversation. You'd go, I fucking hate trains.
Yeah, like literally, if you were just like, you know what, Nicole, I just really hate Doodle, and I want to piss her off and all of her little fans. Okay. Fair!
Yeah.
Awesome! That's all I want from you. That's all I want, because I know that's what you're doing. When you're doing these fucking 4D chess mental gymnastics to justify it, just admit the real reason why you're doing it. That's all I care about.
I am doing it to make Doodle angry, and I think it's funny.
And you know what's funny?
Why-
In my original video, I was like, just be like Chad Darkscythe and just say you hate trannies, because guess what? When someone asked me why I dead name and called Doodles a he, I said, it's to piss her off. That's what I said. I was like, it's just to piss her off. I was honest. I was honest. You're not.
What?
You're a
fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Excuse me.
Holy
I'm sorry.
fucking
I'm out of
shit,
control. I
dude.
apologize for that.
Literally lying. Still lying to his audience.
You're just like fucking Ben Shapiro talking at 50 words a minute with nothing of interest to say. At your core, you're just avoiding what everybody else in the room knows. You're a fucking idiot.
God.
Since you go by
that's
Nicole,
great.
I still call you Darkscythe at times. Because you're still Darkscythe. Tokeninium, I still call...
No, you can't play that game. You can't be like, oh, because guess what? Doodle never went by Sean on her YouTube channel. Ever. Ever. You can't play that game with me. You cannot play that game with me. The only way you would know fucking Doodle's fucking, dead name is if you looked at her fucking Kiwi Farms thread, and God, go to look at that Kiwi Farms thread and tell me they're not transphobic.
Right, it's like Darkscythe is an internet alias. It has no inherent gender role.
Right.
Or...
Dwebley. I even make fun of him and call him Dwebbles. Another example, the Insane
That's
Critic.
cute.
I think he goes by Gravely Stupid or some other random shit. Apparently he's changed it a lot. I don't give a shit enough to keep up with it.
It's clearly... also, if you're, like, first of all, like, you call me Darkscythe sometimes, like, okay, that actually kind of makes sense, because the video that you're, like, the audience you're directing this towards probably knows me more by Darkscythe than Nicole, or Nicoleism, so that kind of has a utility to it, but calling Doodles Sean? There's no practical utility in that. That was my point, and you just flopped. You didn't fucking respond to that at all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, the horror, the human atrocity, the degradation. I called him Sean. I called him his literal name. Oh, the degradation, the meaniness.
Yeah, trans people don't like it when you dead name them. Like, what's so hard to get about that? Okay.
He's gonna probably continue.
Yeah.
I genuinely have a hard time taking you seriously. Me calling him Sean is not degrading him. Calling him Doodle Diapers would be degrading him. And yes, I will proudly admit that I degrade him for having a diaper fetish.
Like, you can pretend all you want that, oh, I'm just calling her her name, blah, 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 blah. But, like, you and me both know trans people don't like to be dead named. You and I both know this. You do it because you're transphobic, which is fine. That is okay. I'd rather you not be, but you are what you are. My issue is that you're doing these mental gymnastics to prove that you're not actually a transphobe when you clearly are. Okay.
Right.
To express
You
your
wouldn't be
disdain for
That isn't even true.
Also, this crow is built like Abby. Look at them arms.
What
Alright,
human
here we go.
rights did I violate with that comparison? Where's this?
Wow, I never said anything about human rights.
Hatred of an entire group of people because I pointed out a similarity with a character that isn't even trans.
Oh my god, are you really gonna be this obtuse? Are you really gonna be this obtuse? I know the character isn't trans, but when people thought the character was trans and they were like, oh yeah, she's actually really muscular, she's trans, blah 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 blah. There was a whole fucking shit show about it around the time the game came out. Like, don't pretend you don't know what you're doing. Oh yeah, I just compared her to a character that isn't even trans. Like, dude, you know the context. You knew what you were doing. Stop playing stupid. You're, like, literally insulting your viewers' intelligence by playing stupid. Just come out and say, I don't like trans people. Just say it. It's not hard.
And it's not like that isn't, like, common knowledge or game. People were dropping all sorts of transphobic like memes and whatever. Fucking
Yeah,
there was one where
oh, sorry.
like there was one which had it was a still frame of Joel pointing a gun at the doctor, you know, at the end of Last of Us 1 where they're gonna do the surgery or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, just you wait, and then he goes on a tangent about how Abby is trans and some shit about how my trans daughter is going to kill your adoptive daughter. It's going to be funny and based. You know that whole
there
meme.
was tons of transphobia revolving around that character. So, come on, don't insult our intelligence. We know what you're doing. Jesus Christ.
Just vanished. Princess Kai fucking striked it. Now this one's a bit of a desperate reach from Darkscythe. The point of this segment is to show me being transphobic, and so far it's been really shit. Especially this, me calling Kai Weiss Princess because he called himself Prince Kai. Now it could simply be that Darkscythe doesn't understand everything that happened with Kai. That's fine. However, it's a bit of a reach to say that it's transphobic for me to refer to someone who called himself a prince as princess because he's such a fucking pussy, because he's a giant fucking coward. And the reason why Nicole put this in here, because way after my video ended 2022, quite a few months after, Kai came out as being non-binary or something. He didn't even identify as that when I called him a princess. And again, I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, to bring up the Kai Weiss thing, I was under the impression that Kai was a trans man. That's what how you're making it sound in our DM exchanges. But if I was wrong about that, then I guess
Who is Kai Weiss? Why do we care?
it was someone Akumu made a video about, and I didn't know much about it, and I was having a DM exchange with him in a group chat. And he was like, yeah, I purposefully misgendered Kai Weiss. Because I was like talking about how he purposely misgenders trans people. So Akumu was making it sound like Kai was a trans man and he purposefully misgendered them. That's how Akumu was making it sound to me. Maybe I misunderstood that. But I don't know. The point is, dude, like, a sizable amount of your content is shitting on trans people and purposefully misgendering them. So, and purposefully dead naming them. So, yeah, I think my point still pretty much stands, even if I was wrong about Kai being a trans man. Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't know much about Kai Weiss, admittedly. I just remember me and Akumu had a conversation about him purposely misgendering trans people, and Akumu told me himself, straight from the horse's mouth, that the only time, quote-unquote, bullshit, but the only time he's purposefully misgendered someone, he didn't say a trans person, but he said someone, was Kai Weiss. So I just inductively reasoned, like, oh, okay, Kai Weiss is a trans man, and he misgendered him, because it's something you do a lot in your videos, and again, from our conversation, I just inductively reasoned that. Maybe I was wrong, I don't know much about the Kai situation, I'm just going by what you told me, so there you go. History of purposefully misgendering people in your videos. So, sorry, I really don't buy the narrative you're attempting to push. Again, you're transphobic, you're bioessentialist, like, whatever. I don't really care at the end of the day, since you're probably going to end up putting on the programmer socks, take your poppers and your estrogen, and break out of your egg in a few years anyway. Just own up to the fact that you hate trans people.
If you want to tell yourself that I hate an entire group of people because I don't agree with their beliefs, if that's your coping method, then go right fucking ahead. I'm not going to change your opinion. I'm not going to make you realize that someone disagreeing with your fucking belief doesn't mean that they hate you. Suck it up, Buttercup. Not everyone is going to tell you what you want to hear, and not everyone is going to hold your hand in life.
Wow! Again, point right over your head. I'm not expecting you to gender me properly or anybody properly, Akumu. I'm not asking you to gender anyone properly. I'm saying if you're constantly making videos shitting on trans people, and that seems to be a focal point of your YouTube channel, I don't know. Maybe I can inductively reason you don't like trans people too much, and you should just come out and say it instead of doing these mental gymnastics. I feel like I've said this, like, what, 4 times
now?
Yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Again, point right over your head. You want Darkscythe so bad? You fucking got him. Hey, you fucking Wait, so what is he gonna say? Okay, so the Darkscythe funny, and...
Fucking curb and say my goddamn name.
Martha? Shit, no. Heisenberg. No, fuck. Darth Syphilis.
I gotta give credit where it's due. That was a little funny.
I was throwing the fucking Heisenberg in their class. I'm glad he got them.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. American History X and Breaking Bad. Alright, I want to do a little side tangent here, because I just want to talk about this.
Okay.
I think, you can include this in the video if you want. You want? Do it, I don't care.
Yeah, sure.
I think it'd be, like, really fucked up if that Walter fucking sided with the skinhead. And the Breaking Bad, he's like, oh yeah, Jesse, I'm gonna fucking ruin your life, brother. I think it would have been like a really fucked up, but like, really a nail grinding scene if fucking Walter has decided, oh, I'm gonna be a skinhead now. I'm gonna make meth with the Nazis. Mr. White, no, you cannot do this.
Honestly, I still haven't watched Breaking Bad, unfortunately.
I spoiled it for you. God damn it, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Really?
It's
got me in tears. Oh, trust me, I know. I'm genuinely shocked. I'm the first to fire the first shot in video form. However, he's going to realize that I won't be as easy as Deviant Crow and the others were. Why does this give me Doodle Tones vibes?
What?
My favorite part of this is at the very end, because it gives a really great insight. I think so far it's been worth it. Being the first to call out a name as big as Mr. Medicare, because truth be told, I think this is something he's needed for a while. Well, thank God. Doodle Tones is there to call me out. It's something I've needed for a while.
What?
Leading all these lynch mobs. It's very important that somebody stop me.
Okay, I get it. You can't get Medicare's dick out of your mouth. Jesus.
God, you're such a little cum slut for Medicare. It's funny.
You're not the first to fire a shot in video form. And
No, Akumu, that's not what I was saying. Oh my god, I can't, oh my god, you're retarded. Okay, I was not saying I'm the first to ever fire a shot at you first in video form. What I was saying was, I'm surprised that I made a video on you before you made a video on me. That's what I was saying. I can't... How do you even interpret it that way?
Are we sure that he does extra chromosome?
Honestly, Darkscythe might have a point for once in his life. Once in his godforsaken, cursed life. Oh my god.
Reading Comprehension 101. You fucking pig.
God, dude.
you were even easier than Deviant Crow and the others were. Now,
Really?
Darkscythe, if you're wondering why you were easier, let me give you some pointers.
Sure.
Some problems with your video. You're an idiot who publicized the private videos that you said I deleted the comments on, and then admitted my comments were commented in December 2020.
You were an idiot and did the exact same mistake that I made.
If I'm
Brought that up,
Kylo
dog.
Ren and Darkscythe Jr., that you forgot to wrap it up, right?
This guy's been writing my sheeness for some time now. This all started because I put my girl cock inside of a femoid in high school and forgot to use the wrapper, unfortunately.
Makes you Han Solo, and we all know what happened to Han.
Well, I guess I'm a little out of my league here. Einhorn, good work. Oh, there is just one more thing, Lieutenant.
You left out the part where I said discovering my illegitimate son was surprisingly not the result of an episode of Maury Povich, but instead he came to me looking for alimony, and I said, fuck off, I'm not your dad, I'm your mom. Making me Leia. Okay.
So
that was a bad
done,
video.
Right?
Yeah, that was a bad video. Any final thoughts, Tara?
Yeah, I've got some final thoughts for you. So in conclusion, what have we learned today, boys and girls and NB gang? Not a lot.
Not a lot. No, I haven't learned much. I learned that Akumu is willing to jump through the fire and flamey hoops to prove he's not a transphobe when he clearly is. I've learned that Akumu likes to call me a hypocrite while being a hypocrite himself. And God, honestly, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. There was a couple of funny bits in there. You know, the me blocking him was a good point, but it ended up falling flat because he immediately did the exact same shit I did. So yeah, not much of value in this video, unfortunately, but I gotta say that name part was pretty funny. I gotta give you props for that. So you're getting there. You're getting there.
You're
anyway,
funny in your own way.
Yeah, that was a funny bit. Akumu is an edgy boy, but he's young. You know what I mean? Like, he can grow out of this, I think, right? Like, he's only 18. He can grow out of it. I was pretty edgy too when I was 18. I'm still pretty edgy, but see, like Kylo Ren, back to the Kylo Ren thing, like Kylo Ren, Akumu can have the potential to have a redemption arc. I see the potential in him. Someone else, though, in the comments, however, I don't see that potential with them.
They're of let's say a certain vintage.
Yeah, a certain caliber. Okay.
This will be Akumu if he doesn't crack out of his edgy little egg there. That's just here's a little warning as to what you could become, Akumu.
So, Chamber of Reavers, or as I should say, Chris a Trill, accused me. Also known as
Jesus with a bazookas, or JWB, to all of those classic long time Nicoleism watchers.
Jesus with bazookas. He claims I'm using a voice changer, which is really funny for a couple of reasons. One, I'm not, but the fact that you think that means I'm doing a pretty good damn job at vocal training, and it's really good motivator, so thank you. Two, you should stop commenting on videos about me and get back to writing your little fanfics about 9-year-old girls getting raped. How about that, you fucking subhuman pedophile piece of shit? Okay, that's it. End segment.
I wanted to say the funny.
Wait, okay, say the funny.
You know what was on? Do you want to know what the milkman did to the fetus after, 2 months? We did it in January. I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. We ended that shit off a cliffhanger. But here's what's happened. Here's what happened to the fetus. The milkman had intercourse with it. He animated that shit. He had his computer taken away by the British police, and he got sent to therapy or something. After
I wish this was a joke.
It's not a joke. It's real. I've confirmed it. You can ask people who were once in his inner circle, who are now no longer in his circle. Do you know why? Because he's a 30-year-old man making fun of neurodivergent people on the internet because he wants to make up for his own failures in life. It's sad. It's pathetic. All the edgy losers that you used to hang out with, they've all abandoned you. Even Hexa, who's somebody I like, whatever. Yeah, even Hexa, who you opened up to, and you thought of as your friend, he abandoned you. So what the fuck do you have left? What will you have after 500 years? Nothing! You're a mark, you're a loser, you're a neckbeard, and you're not funny. That's the biggest crime of all. You're just not funny. Yeah. I had a lot more to say about because than I did with Akumu. Akumu's your fucking beef. I just think it was. I just think it's really funny, really, really funny that you have nothing, and you're wasting your life on in the comment section of somebody who you claim to be your next lol cow. Oh god, Akumu, don't end up like Jesus with a bazookas, because that's not a life that will lead to any sort of fulfillment.
No, you'll be stuck being in fucking Bongland, being a fucking dishwasher, and having nothing better to do, or still living with your mommy and daddy, having nothing better to do but to own trannies on the internet. Don't turn out like him. Do not turn out like him, okay? Just don't, alright? Alright.